going on, guys? This is Trading with Tyler here, and I haven't made a YouTube video in quite a while. I've been behind the scenes, just trading and taking care of the family, just doing my own thing. But in the meantime, still always evolving and trying to better myself as a trader and technical analyst. And I'm here today to just give my first take on something that I'm sure has been done before, and other people probably do this. Just personally, I've never seen it done yet. So, either way, of course, trading with volume profiles is nothing new. You know, just like this is the volume profile right here, Bay Area high, low, point of control, etc. But I took it a step further, and I went ahead and identified the ranges of the Bitcoin chart. And before I go any further, I just want to talk about ranges and in the price action of assets that trade within ranges. So a lot of people don't know this, but a coin or a stock or any asset really, they say 85% of the time. I'm sure it's give or take 80, 85%, maybe 75% of the time. Assets are in a range, and they're in balance. And when there's an imbalance, that's either a break to the upside or a break to the downside. Those are imbalances, and breakouts, breakdowns. But for the majority, I'll say 80 to 85% of the time, they're in a range. You know, for instance, this range right here, you'll see that we have there's a deviation. Here's the imbalance, back in balance, deviation, and now it's just kind of like and I did still this. I'm just expanding upon this methodology by in my opinion, one of the best traders out there, Rivalry. Shout out to my boy, Chart Champions for Life. And he really just crushes trades and just chops the market up with these volume profiles. So before I get started, PRVAH, that stands for previous range value area high. PRPOC stands for previous range point of control. PRVAL, previous range value area low. And so just to show you this new type of I'm testing this theory out, okay? I'm doing here. Let's go to the daily so we can see what I did here. All right, so we have this range right here. Just hide all these if I can for a second. Okay, let's just start with range one and how I got here, okay? So what I did initially was I put on my visible range volume profile finder. It does take a little bit of time, but once you get it dialed in, it's really nice. I feel like it's worth spending the time. Okay, so whatever's in our visible range right here is what's going to show up on these three lines right here. All right, so let's just take a quick look. I'm trying to recall how I got this one right here. I think this is it. Just give me 1 second. Let's see. I think this might be it right here. No, right here. There we are. We're close. So I basically just move this around until I find where it looks like price is really respected, you know. And so basically it's not going to be perfect right now because, I mean, I dialed it in on different time frames, but let's back up just a hair for a second. So I got essentially this range right here. Okay, close enough. So we can see that. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this for a second so I can just better. So what we're going to be seeing is this. And so I just move this around until I see like nice respect off of these areas, you know. And as we can see, resistance, broke through, back tested, follow through, SR flip, resistance. Okay, here we just have a minor, we have a deviation to the downside, and we'll address this here in a second. But come back through, and you can see we back test this. It just nice respect to it's sort of like ping pong, like Rivalry says on his AMAs. Basically, if we bounce down here and come to this point of control, if we don't go through, if we do manage to make it through and back test this and come up, we'll be targeting this. If we don't target this and there's a failed rotation to the downside, then we'll see back to the point of control. Okay, if we go through here, we're targeting here. All right, so it's just like essentially, if you can see, boom. Okay, now you see weakness right here. So we fall through. We rotated to the point of control here, stopped, came back up, tried making its way to the value area high, could not make it, lower high, come down, touch this point of control again, lost it, tried to regain this, but with the SR flip, unfortunately, acting as resistance, we come back down, and then, but this range that I'm in right here is not range 1 as I have stated. Okay, see it, there we are. So now moving it a little bit closer, you can see that. Ooh, let me get right on it. Oops, sorry. Range 2. Where's it? Range 3. Range 3. Close enough. It's not going to be perfect. I did this on different time frames. You can see they're aligning with this. So basically, this is our current range right now. So essentially, we've yet this rise to the upside was actually just a stop at the point of control, you know. And so what I just did essentially here is identify all these ranges by moving this slowly. So I identified this local one, marked it out, identified this a little bit further back one. Once I found where I saw the lines were respected, like so. So we have range 3, range 1, and then range 2 is back over here. We get rid of range 1 and 3 so we can compare this. It's just a little bit higher time frame. See if I can nail it. I may not be able to. And I did. There we are. Okay. And GPOC, as you see down here, stands for the global point of control. So there is one more thing I did. Let's see. Hold on one second. What did I do with this? I think this is I believe this might be it. Oops. Trying to identify this line right here. There it is right here. Yeah, so I just made this a global point of control because zooming all the way out now to the daily. Zoom all the way out. Okay. So you can see, if I hide this, this is our global value area high, our GVAH, our GPOC right here, global point of control, and our global value area low right here. All right, so if I have all this on, see, there it is. I'm going to bring these two to this one. Sorry. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Global range. That's what we'll call it. Okay. And so, put it all together. You have this. Range 1, 2, and 3. And I've expanded on this further before in the past. You know, I don't like this so much. It's a little bit too boisterous. You know, this is just the price action that's further away. You know, there's different ranges involved. looking at this, I'm going a little bit different route here. I'm just kind of trying to keep it not so in your face and just discreet, but really have these ranges on and keep it real simple. Turn this VRVP off. And I also, you see, I don't like to have my price labels on the side. I like to keep this pretty much, actually, matter of fact, I don't even want this right here. I don't even want this. Sorry. Fixing these in the moment, but oh well. I just like to be able to have my my right hand side pretty much clear, and I'll show you here in just in a second what I'm talking about. GPOC. Don't like those labels on because I can just always align my cursor with it. Like I said, they're just ranges, they're areas. It's not like super specific, but I'll show you how I do hone in pretty well to this. Just 1 second, a little trick here. Save as gbow. Cool. We're done here. Sorry about that. All right, so here's why I like to keep this. Sorry, this should actually be like that. So here's a little trick here. So when I have this on, of course the lines are across like this. But if you like to for like me, I have this on like this, and I just keep it simple. I pretty much keep my volume showing to the right, put it on about 10, and I will hide this. I like to keep them all the same color, actually, to be honest with you. I just turn opacity all the way off. Okay, same color. Okay, so right here I see the only thing I have showing is my price. Okay, and these three orange things. And if you can guess what we're using that for, we can go to lower time frame here. We're not going to have these orange lines across our screen. It'll show us where we are locally with our value area high, low, and our point of control. You know, even though we do have these other ones, but essentially, guys, if we can just take a step back and look at this, I want to show you how well price is actually respected on these. I can explain this price action perfectly for you, starting from all the way back here. Okay, so basically this was our high time frame range, okay? Here, it's our global range. So we started off here, and we had this mini range here, as you can see, bouncy. So we come down. This is our value area high of a different range right here. And this is the point of control of this one range. Well, it was lost. We come back down to the value area low right here, and it was lost. So now we form another range, okay? We form this value area low and high. Okay, so I didn't feel like it was necessary to tackle this middle range right here just because it's pretty well respected right here, okay? So as you can see, this essentially tried breaking out of this value area low and creating, tried to get out of this value area high, could not, comes back down and gains acceptance in here, hits the point of control, okay, failed rotation to the upside. We're going back down to the point of control. As you can see, it just did its thing here. And if I wanted to really go in depth here, I could really just get this range here because you can see it's its own range of its own. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry about that. It's not right, sorry. I put it wrong. It's actually not extended, no volume profile. That should be like that, sorry. You can see this was like its own range. It's before losing, coming down. So basically, everything's just trading in a range essentially. You know? Same as right here. Same as right here. This is its little range here. Okay. Now, comes back up, gains acceptance back into this range. Looking over here, it stays there for a little bit, breaks through. Now this is its own little range right here. Okay, and so on and so on. But without getting too crazy, I just wanted to identify the higher term time frame ranges and just like establish these lines at all points in any time. Not to give all my secrets away, but I'm not one to really take low risk, high. Uh, sorry, I'm not one to take high risk, low reward trades, as in breakout trading or shorting at support or longing at resistance. So my way of going about this really is with intraday trading, establishing my previous day levels that I like to trade with. The previous day high, open, daily open, previous day low, etc. And keep it nice and just easy on the eyes. Keep my chart open, and allows me to use my fibs, in the manner that where it's not too cluttered. But in between all this, if I'm, let's say price action's coming down to this previous range value area low, it is a range at the end of the day, no matter what, and I will be looking to possibly find a long off of this, like a confluence long. Like, for instance, I haven't even done this yet. This may not play out. I don't know. It may be a 786, and it's not. Well, this looks like it could be a good area for a volume pull. Let's back up a little bit. Right there. Okay. Actually, pretty spot on there. Yep, the bottom of the CC, this 26679, that's our 66 right there. That's a nice strong confluence with this value area low. So I'll be looking to take a long at that. And inversely, coming up into this previous range point of control, while it is a point of control, we have to be aware that it's a point of control. And truthfully, the best way, point of controls are just where the most volume is transacted. Yes, it does act as a support and resistance, but it's not as strong of a trade as trading the top of a range, as in the value area high or the value area low. But we need to be aware of where there will be some resistance or support. And so coming up to this, as you can see, right here it was not so much, but coming back through, back testing, trying to get through, it has formed itself as the previous range point of control. So coming back to this, I would expect resistance. So would I be looking to really short off of this? It all depends if the type of trade it is and whatnot. But we do have that almost perfectly aligned, I thought. I mean, if I found a strong confluence with it, maybe, but I'm really looking to take shorts at, well, it does work. It actually kind of does play out a little bit there. Sorry. Somewhat, not really. It's not really my, I don't think I'd be shorting, at least not a long-term short at a point of control. But value highs and lows. Value highs, definitely looking to take shorts at if we're coming up to it. And value lows, if we're coming down to it, vice versa. It's just SRs, SR flips and all that, but I'm probably just rambling now. But anyways, that's just a way of trading that I just kind of wanted to put out there that I'm going to be trying out. And just keeping it kind of simple, really not trying to get into too many trades and just like wide into open spaces, kind of just helps you clear all the clutter out. Like, I know in between here, there's nothing I really am looking at to take, if we make our way up to here, we'll be expecting some resistance. But since it is a point of control, not really the most not really a trade I'd be really actively looking to short long term. But if we do happen to come through back tests, guess what? We're looking at the value area high. That would be a long I'd be looking to take. You know, strong back test of it. This would be a long that I'd be looking to. And guess where my validation would be? Just kind of you know as such. But yeah, rambling now. Just wanted to show you guys, and I don't know how long I've been doing this for. Maybe I can do one in real time right quick. Let's just pick an asset. Let's see. Let's just pick any. Let's just get this out the way. Actually, this is a chart. NKN, I have no idea what this is. Okay, cool. Start off with the daily. Okay, what I'm going to do here. Come back over here. I'm going to make these visible again. I do make this blue just for the time being for the point of control. Okay, real simple. 13711 template G value area high. Oops, did it not do that? Must have deleted it. 13711. Oh, I bet I put it all the I guarantee it's all the way up there. 13711. Look. No. Thought it would be. Oh well. Template. GVH. Okay. Just copy and paste that. Come down here. Not to be perfect, but I go off of this. 10471. Make this my global point control. 11126. Boom. It's always a good habit to come in here and be organized. Global range. Something simple. Now that's the easy part there. Okay, so now what we did there was just identify global range. Now we have to break this up into some kind of, let's go ahead and hide the global range right quick and see if we can kind of get into a see some kind of some nice respect here on these lines. I like this. Yes, I like this. This would be a range. A nice range I'd be willing to take. So I come right here. Previous range value high. And I can just put it right on. It doesn't it's like it is just a zone. It's not the end of the world if you're not dead on it. It really isn't. But you can just 11099. If you want to be right on it, there's your. Okay, this is the previous range point of control. Okay, we can have the one. Previous range, value area low. This one's done. Okay. Say organize. It's really important that just like once you do this once, it's a lot easier. Just lock it in place. Okay, let's move on to the next range. Okay, so we have that one. Let's identify this local one. kind of just moving it around a little bit. And why? The reason I'm moving it slow is that's nice. Yes, indeed. Perfect. Okay. Just checking, make sure. See, this previous range value area high is actually this range's point of control. Lovely. This is threw me through A. Doesn't really matter. We'll just keep this as it is. I'm not going to even mark. So the rule is for me, I'm just not going to 0.37% away. Yeah. I'm just going to mark the value high and low of this, which are the most important levels too that you want to really, range value low. I'm going to leave that just like it is. And I'm going to go ahead and consider this probably a local range. Let's see, creative drawings. Range 2. Okay. So, what else? There's not a whole lot of history here. Maybe able to get actually. Let's hide these. It's important to know that it's going to be a lot easier to see if you just start hiding stuff. Like right here. Look how well that's respected there. That's beautiful. I don't know if I really like this. It's not a whole lot of respect there. Guess maybe I'll just get more. I think these two ranges are sufficient for this. To be totally honest with you, I don't see this as being. Yes, it's a point of control for this, but to be honest, I believe this. Since this value area high is already acting as a point of control for this back here, as we saw earlier. If you back up, that's why I didn't label this. I just labeled. I believe this is in accordance with what would be essentially the range point of control for this low term time frame. Okay, so watch. We came through. Sorry. So it's came through. And sorry. I was just there. I don't know where. Yeah. See, I wouldn't label this the point of control for this. I would keep. I would consider this to be. Maybe it would be the point of control. Looking at the volume on the side. Yeah. Maybe so, actually. Okay. Yes, indeed. We would need to label this as previous range point of control. That's all I want to label for that one. That's it. Guess I'll throw that in on the one that's missing the point of control. So, essentially 2 ranges. 3 with the global. Okay. 15-minute. This is what we have. We can turn this off now. We can put this back to turn the opacity off. Be real clear. We just have our, here we have our ranges. Oh, see, our global POC is actually, we should have had that on. Dang. Yeah, we should have had this on. So actually we can take away this. There's really no need to have this here. Pierce range point control. Yep, really no need for that since that's a global. And I'm going to go ahead and just move this up just a little bit. Really no need for that either. Okay. And so watch. Let's see this in real time. How this plays out. Okay. Let's see. We have some confluences here possibly. Already very nice with the 786 coming in strong. Nicely lining up with this. Okay. I just don't see how this can be a previous range point of control there. I just don't see how it can be because it's the volume node is real weak. But I guess it is a previous range, the lower time frames over here. So let's see how this would work out. Okay, this is just that, and you know, let's just risk one, and let's target this 886 as our. You know, might as well target this. Yeah, it seems like there'd be a pretty good risk reward here. 3.23 there, and we can be above this. 1 higher high, 2 higher high. 2.20. Pull out the calculator. Let's say we have a $1,500 account. Let's risk 2%. So that's going to be $30. 30 divided by 2.2 times 100. Here's our position size. 1363. Okay. Sorry, actually, I'm in the process of pulling this up on Bybit on my phone. You have to forgive me. NKN. What is this entry right here? 12158. Let's front run this by 12150. Okay. And what's my position size again? 1363. Let's just put 1365. And I'm going to actually trying to get in. And we're in. NKN. All right. Let's take a look at what we have here. Maybe we have it up on. Not sure if it'll be here. This might be the account that we're looking to be on. This is our account, our $1,500 account challenge. Yes, it is. Awesome. So there's our NKN, the trade we just entered right here. All right. I don't know why this is hidden. Sorry. This is our $1,500 trade account challenge right here. See, we're up 130. All right, so NKN, there we are, our level. Let's just show. Boom, already being respected here. Take a look at TradingView. Let's see what happens here. And I'll actually get this directly on Entry is 12145. One two four three one. Boom. $32. Should we lose this? Confirm. You know, we risk 2% of this account here. Okay, and back to our. So that's it, essentially it here. We can zoom into lower time frames. See how this will play out, but that's for another video. I don't want to bore you guys, but I will just leave this up here, and I'll just edit this video as such later. But I'm gonna go ahead and call this video quits for now, and we'll show details how this trade plays out later. And thanks for hanging out with me. And there we are. Look at that. Confluence, baby. That's how we do it. We're not longing the breakout. We are shorting these resistances. Have a good night, everybody.